welcome. Part 2-ish of my cute little boys' room baby album. Okay, I have just gone ahead and done my pages. I've got 2 left to do, so I thought I'll do a video on them, and I'll just run through what I've done so far. This is not a tutorial by any means, it's just follow on. Okay, we've got this page here. You can put a photograph on one side, keep the giraffe, or just cover the whole thing. And then we've got a magnet here, we've got add a photo there. It's magnetized. And I put one of the stickers on. And we've got a little waterfall there. You can put 1, 2, 3, 4 photos and leave that, or 5 photos. Personally, I would leave that. That is just so darn cute. So that's that. That's that first page. Our second page. Let's just put something there so that it will stand up a bit. Yeah, it's better. I love that room. That is so sweet. I'm thinking of putting a pocket here and a photo mat inside, or not sure, leaving it. I'll think about that one still. So we're still on page 2. There's another little add photo on top, and I've got a photo mat. Slip inside. Oops. Does this open this way? Yep. Okay, over there we got that little monkey. And I've got a piece of paper in here because I have got a slot there that I am going to put a photo mat in. So I've just reminded myself that that's what's happening. And over here I've got a magnetized piece, and then we've got 2 little flaps for photos. Nothing special about that one. And this one opens to there. And again, we've got a slot there for our photo mats. And we open this, and we've got two little pockets there with the lion. And this is just a little booklet and a photo mat. And over here we've got another magnetized photo mat in there. A sweet little pocket. And that opens there. And then we've got another little pocket here with a photo mat, and also here. And you can add little face shots in there. It's like those strips of photos you can get in a booth. And I should have a piece of paper in here. I can put, oh, there it is, it's right down there. Let's put something big in. Let's not forget that one. Okay, I need to do 3. 2 more to do. So I'm going to start with this one, and I've cut 2 pieces. I've cut them at 19.3, I think, by 13.3, oh no, 14.2, and I've scored it at 1/2 inch, so I've got 2 of them, and I'm going to put one inside here. So let's just get the scissors. I'm going to snip off that corner there. And my glue. On the inside of the flap. And inside there. So I'm going to centre it best I can. I'm not being specifically fussy about it. Okay. And this one is the same size, but I'm going to add, oops, am I going to add on that side? It should have been that one. Add another 1/4 inch. So let's do it with this one. Another score line. So so with that 1/2 inch, and then another, oops, 1/4 inch beyond that. That's what I wanted to do. Completely forgot. So we fold that. That's good. Good, good, good. Oh, what are you? So we've got that lovely, I don't know if you can see it there, you can see it there. The nice gusset there. So we can build up here. So this one, we're going to put in here. And I'm just going to put some paper behind so that I can see where I'm at. So we'll centre that as best we can. I'm not going to mitre the corners, or am I? Because I'm going to do top and bottom. Yeah, we'll mitre the corners here. So just set the corner just up to the score line, and close to a 45-degree angle if you can, but don't be too pedantic about it. And we will pop that about 1/16 of an inch beyond the fold, so that it opens easily. And let's just make sure we've got plenty of room. Yep, no worries there. So I'm thinking we might do a top and bottom that will go inside here. So okay, I'm opening another pack. Let's see what I want. Okay, that's 19.5. So the half of that is 17.7. So good. This is lemon and ginger tea from Twinings. So refreshing. Okay, I'm more interested actually in the width at the moment. So we will go with 13.3. 13.3. Oops, daisy. Perfect width. And let's just cut it in half. So that is 29.7, which is 11 5/8 thereabouts. We could do a short one and a long one. This is a bit I love, working things out. So first of all, where are you, dear? My little scoring thing. Seriously? Both of you missing? Both of them are missing. Unbelievable. Oh, here we are. Okay, 1/2 inch, and then 1/2 inch, and that's my folds at the top and the bottom. And then I'm just going to cut it willy-nilly, and if it's the centre, it's the centre, if it's not, it's not. Doesn't matter. What are you? Ah, box maker. Okay. I was just in the wrong spot. Annoyed me. Okay, we're going to much of this corners, may as well. Okay, glue on the outside of the flap. And pop that down, make sure it's straight and within the borders of your scoring lines. Great stuff. Turn it round and do the top. You are not quite straight. Come on. That's better. And we are going to match the corners and glue on the outside. Let's pop that level, and then we'll sneak it in here. Down a bit, that's the way. that and that. We can put a bit more in here. So I am going to do another piece, same size. Oh, excuse me. What was the size of that? It was 14, I think, or 5.5. 14 centimetres. That doesn't ring a bell though. By 19.3. Yeah. 19.2, I think. Okay. I might leave this out. I keep using it, so leave it out where it's handy. Got a bed behind me, so I can throw it on there. There you go. So what I want to do here, I think, is put that one on top of that one. It's slightly shorter. That's fine, because I had a brilliant idea. Am I going to mitre it? Mazel mitre it. And we are going to glue on the outside of the flap. Okay, centre as best I can. Get a 1/16 of an inch away from this folded edge. Okay, now I want another one, and I want it smaller. This one's going to be just, oh, maybe 17. Just a tad under 17. Yeah, so I've got some staggered. 17 by sorry, I'm working both in imperial and metric. That's just the way I work. And I'm going to make this 5 1/4, which is 5 1/4 is 13.3. 1, 2, 3. Let's score that 1/2 inch. And we may as well to that corner, glue on the outside of the flap. grab this one here. And centre it as best I can. Equally. Oops. And I hope this is going to work out. I've never done this before. Okay. Let's see what we've got. So in here, you've got those two. Brilliant. That one, and that one, and they're all staggered. You can see. They're not quite. That's not quite staggered, is it? It could be cut a bit more, which I'm inclined to do. Let's see what I can do to fix that. There's my mat. And my ruler. So I am just going to take off. I'm just eyeballing, I'm not measuring, just eyeballing. Yeah. Probably should measure, but you know what. Okay, so between that one and that one, we've got that nice lip. Now, we want the same on this one. So let's pop that in. And we'll take off the same amount. I love it. Look at that. I am really happy with that. Okay. So okay, we're going to put a magnet. What am I looking for? What are you looking for, Stas? I am looking for my tape. Tape, tape, tape. Where'd you put it? Aha. I'm going to cut this in strips. I don't actually have a roll of tape. And our magnets, I love these magnets, they are absolutely brilliant. They are about 1.5 millimeter thick, I think. 1.5. I would really like to get them at 1, but you know. I like to keep them quite a distance away from the edge. You want room for your papers to stick. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's glossy, so it's hard to hold. What are we doing here? That. And then another piece. And let's let that find its mate. Okay. Fold it over and make sure this little gusset here is straight, and then just put our tape down. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is just measure for our matching. Have a cuppa first. Oh, that is so good. Just at the right temperature, hot, but still able to swallow it. And that's my favourite way to drink it. Sorry if you can hear me swallow. Okay. For this one, we are going to have... Where's my white pencil? Got a white pencil somewhere. Where are you? Oh, here we are. So I want this one to be 18.8. And we are working centimetres by 13 centimetres. So this one is going to be 18.8 again. By 11.9. And this one will be 12.1 by 12.8. So you need two of these for that side as well. And this one needs to be 14.3, I think. 14.3 by 12.8. It's 12.8, wasn't it? Yeah. And two of them. Okay, they go in. And then this first one we'll go the length first, or the width. Um, 18.8 by 12.3, and we need two. And then this one (17.8) by 11.5. And then the last one is 16.4 by 10.5. Actually, it's more 10.6, I think. 10.6 and 2. Okay, and then this one this one is 2 as well, for that one as well, and we'll come to them later. Okay, now let's choose. Here we go. For this one I'm thinking this. So an 11.9. So that's 11.9 by 18.8. 18.8. Lovely. So I'm using one strip of tape up the middle for security. Pokey, thank you. Went to the Pokies last night for my birthday and I came out with $40. So, quite happy. It was fun. We don't often go, but now and then, and it was really, really fun. With daughter, one of the grandsons. Okay, we are centering it on the bottom there, and there we go. I like to go around the magnet with my fingers rather than a tool. But that's up to you. Okay. And this one is, I think I might go with this. And it's pretty much I need 13. We're just a tad over, so I'll take a smidge of it. Just a smidge. 13 by 18.8. Take a smidge off this side. 18.8. Okay, I could have done that a little bit higher. There. I just don't understand why, when I measure, I'm really accurate, but when it comes to actually placing them, I am way out. So I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so I'm not taking anything off this one, except for a smidge off this side. So that fits in there nicely, that fits in there, and in here. I bought these from Temu, these sheets, adhesive sheets, and I bought, I think, 6 packs, and afterwards I thought, that's really cheap. That is. And then when I actually got them, I realised, of course they were cheaper than normal, because they were 6 by 6, not the A4 that I wanted. So, I mean, that's the third time I have made that mistake by not looking at the description properly. So, always double and triple check your description. Oi. But I'm happy with the 6-inch sizes. I don't have to cut much, so I would probably continue using them. Mr. Lion. Is that straight? That's it? That's it, yep. It's hard to see when you're working in black. They're not my favourite, but it really makes the papers pop. Right, you are. Now these ones, we're going to go for plain. I'm going to go for some stripe. .1 or 12.8. 12.8. That's right. I think I'm going to have to print some more. Well, I'm definitely going to have to print some more. Let's see about these, if they are. Hang on. Let's have a look at all these. Dope. All our cut aparts. Okay, we've got more cut aparts. Where are they? What did you do with them, Stella? I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, here we are. No, that's not them. Okay, I'm going to have a little look. I'll be back in a jiff. Okay, I found what I was looking for, but it's another add photo thingies, but it was not what I wanted. Wrong size. So I've cut this, and I'm going to pop that on the inside there, just like that. I love it. And then I'm going to pop this one on the outside. So let's go with this one. Centre it as best I can. And that's going to be sweet with the photo. Lovely. It is this one, isn't it? Yeah, just using glue. Oops. go. And then we're going to pop another I got one. No, I'm going to have to print. So I'll be back in a jiff. I'll just print a couple more. You don't want to hear my printer because it makes a racket. Okay, I've printed another one of these, and we're going to go the slight teal colour for this one. There's nothing like a gingham. I just love ginghams. I might create some paper collection with just ginghams. Ginghams and plaids I love. So, we're going to pop this one. Well, this is a bit bigger. So, what should we do? Put it that way and put something down here. What do we got? First tooth. I really don't want to put anything that forces the person who will eventually have this album I'm not going to do that. Now that I've seen it, I'm not going to do it. And these are also too small width-wise. So, 14.3. by 12.8. I don't think that's 14.3. It is. Okay. Let's put a picture there. I've got the ideal one. Yeah, oh. What was the measurement? Fourteen 14.3. Where are you, pencil? 14.3 by 12.8, I think. 12.8 from memory. So let's have a look at this little chap. I wanted to go from there. And there. So my width is 14.3. 14.3 and my height is 12.8. 12.8. Let's Hilos. Oh, aren't you charming? Aren't you just charming? But I'm going to take a smidge off this side. And a little off the bottom here. Just a little. You didn't see me flick that dried glue over my shoulder. I was making a calendar earlier and punching all the holes. Now I've got confetti all over my floor, so a little bit of dried glue is not going to hurt. Better get the vacuum cleaner out. Oh, aren't you a treasure? Isn't he so cute? Okay, got all them done. This is the outside one. Yep. So here we need 18.8. And I like this for it. 12.3. 12.3. That's good. We'll put it on this side. Got more to cut. I like that. I might use this one. So, what's the width? 18. 12.3. 3. And 18.8. 8. It's much better when you can put a background. That looks good. And this one. It's not quite straight, but we are okay. Just going to cut these. Okay, I think I'll put this one here. So 17.8 by 11.5. Perfect. Okay, 16.4, and I'm going to use this plaid for the inside. 16.4. By 10.6. Yep. Oopsie-daisy. Once it's down, it's down. That's it. Putting it on this side. I do like this plaid. It's a nice one. It's nice and bright, cheerful. Okay, another one that that size. What shall we do? Okay, I've got hearts. I think that might be nice. And we've got a room. No. Or we've got a little elephant. I'm going to go with the heart, so 16.4 by 10.6. tape off. If you could see my desk, you'd be horrified. How can she work in that? Well, I can. If it was neat and tidy, I'd do my best to make it untidy. Hearts right way up. There we go. And a photo on there won't affect the magnetized part because these magnets are very strong. So that's that page, and whoa. Yeah, let's put a couple of things in there, like photos. Easy peasy, way. Okay, so that's that. Now on the outside of this one, we need oh, 18.8. I think that rings a bell. 18.8. 11.8. Double check. 11.8. 11.8. And I am going to put a room in there. 18.8. See how much I have to take off. Not much. Not much at all. By 11.8. Nope. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm a little off there. I'm quite considerably a bit off there. And we're a bit narrow and wide. Oh. Makes me cross when I do things like that. So I will fix that with some sort of trim. Yeah, some sort of trim. Okay, and in here we are going to have a photo mat. And then on this back piece, let's not make that too busy, so let's just put a straight up photo. Hmm, 19.3 I think by 13.5, 19.3, 19.3, what did I say? 13.5. $13.4. That's good. Okay, last one now. What can we do with that? This is turning into quite a hefty little album, as I'm glad to say. So, measurements. What is half an inch? Half an inch is about 1.2. 1.3, so we'll go with the metric on this, not the metric, the imperial on this one. So I want to go five and 5/8, and we'll go, turn that into metric, and it's 14.2. 14.2, and then to the back. By 19.3. Of course it is. 3. 14.2, I think I said. Okay, go that way. What else do we want for this one? I think it's similar to this. Similar. Let's just take those little corners off. Glue the inside of the flap. And pop it inside this page, center it best I can. that's that. Okay, we're going to build on this, or are we going to build on that? Let's just do some measuring for the mats. 19.3 by 13.2. So, okay, I do want to add more here, but I'm not sure what. So I want it to be absolutely loaded with photographs. Let's think. Let's do another one this size. What size was this? 19.2. This one. 19.2 by 14.2, or 5 5/8, which is 5 5/8 is 14.3. That's the size of the paper, not the mat that's going on it. So, we've got a piece. 19.2. We'll go inside there. Whoops, cut that a bit too far. Carried away there, Styles. Okay, glue on the outside of the flap. That's for the, is that the mat? Now I'm confusing myself. Yep, that's the mat. The mat measurement. I think it should be 13.3. 13.3. That is not the mat measurement. So the mat for this is going to be 18.3 2.3. 2.3. And I want 2 of them. So this one, 18.7, 18.7 by 12.5 and 2. So if that is all I'm going to do there, that's it. Yep, so all we need now is a magnet. So I'm thinking of a tab. Thinking of a tab. Let's go this one. So let's make that a 3.5 inches. And where's the one going? There we are, 1/2 inch there on that short side there. So I'm going to pop this just on the edge there. I don't need to miter that corner. Centre it best I can. There and there. I used it all. Have I used it all? I think I have. Whoa. I have to be careful. About anything rolling to the back of my desk, because it will then roll into the abyss behind the desk, never to be seen again. Oops. That's good enough. And this one. I'm putting the sticky side up, and then we just let that do its thing. And what I want to do is just round it just a little. I don't want it flat, I don't want to pull it tight, because you've got to leave room for papers and photos. There we go. I like it. And then I'm going to put a little image on there. So, Goodo. Let's start with this one. So I need 19.3. I think I've used them all. No. I'm just wondering if one of these could be used as a background. No. These little critters. No. Oh, it could do. It very well could do. 19.3. Let's have a look, see what we can do. I'll have to print out some more cut aparts. So 19.123. 13.3. Let's take a wee bit off the top. And 13.3. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, that fits. Let me just pop this underneath. I'm happy with that. That little piece of dried glue hit the bin, which is good. Beautiful, loving that. Okay, now 18.7. No, they won't fit together. Okay, I'm going to print out some more. Let's see what we haven't used in a while. That one. And the little monkey. Oh, that one we haven't used in a while. I want some of these as a tuck spot. Now, that bed or cot might be a bit too big. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a tick. Can I get my mouse to behave? Okie dokie, I have printed out a few more sheets. what do we want here? 18.7. Not all equal. 18.7. That one's good, but I need to cut off a 1/4 inch. I'll take some from the top and some from the bottom. What do we need? 12.5. And I'm going to put that on the inside. I'm happy with that. Okay, pokey tool, where art thou? Let's get rid of the magnets, we don't need them. Pokey. Unbelievable. Okay, it hasn't hit the floor. Let me get these out of my way. Just put you up there for now. While we search for our pokey tool, that goes there. And that's our sticky tape. What's that? Oh, cut-offs. Cut off, cut off. Unbelievable. Oh, there you are. Well, you've only got like a metre to play with, if there is a metre. I expect so. You know, things do get hidden. They hide. Ouch. For this side, and I'm looking at this sweet little lion. It's the right width, and we need to take off just that little smidge. It needs to be 12.5, doesn't it? 12.5. Okay, is it this one? No, it's this one. Phew. Getting confused. a sweet little lion. I love the room, the Dark Star wallpaper. It is sweet. Okay, let's work with the tab. We've got so many cut-offs. Ah, that's too big, too big, too big, too big. Ouch! Oh, that's too narrow. Bummer! I don't want to waste a printed picture, if you know what I mean. And we will trim that. There. Okay, on this side, we're just going to put a bit of a stripe. Okay, so we want 18.3, 18.3, yeah, and that's a perfect size, 12.5. Let's just put this whole piece on. Oops. Hey. should we go with? What do we got? We've got an elephant, a lion, another elephant, so the elephant's out. Oh, we don't have an elephant. Let's have this one. Some of them are cut a little bit shorter. It's okay. That one. And we need to 12.5. It's good. I'm thinking of adding a pocket here. Okay. Okay. What should we have? Maybe it's so cute. That is so cute. I'll cut that off. And here's my little scissors. Just cutting around this frame, and then we're going to glue it onto some black cardstock. Get a bit of scrap here. Oh. Ooh. Arthritis is bitching today. It's not cutting quite well. That corner round. So cute. I just want to put some glue there. And pop you there. You don't need to put anything on the back there. Doesn't need anything. Beautiful. And I think we will have something in there. Okay, last page. What are we going to do for the last page? I'd like to put a pocket in there. So let's just put one fold down. I'm going to put a pocket here because it's going to hide my fastener, and my fasteners are these. They're so cute. Okay. And then I can pop a pocket on top of that. But this one, again, I'm using imperial measurement here. I want probably 5 5/8. What's this? It doesn't have to be a full length, does it? What's 5 5/8? It's about 14.3. So I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch there. And we're going to pop that inside there. Actually, we are going to score it one more time. It's the 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score it again at, where are we? I don't like 1/8 inch, that weakens the paper when it's too close. I'm going to go 1/4 inch again. So we've got a 1/2 and then a 1/4, and that's going to give us that nice little gusset there. So fold it on the 1/2 inch. And I'm gluing just on the inside 1/2 inch flat. Okay, that's nice. Now let's do something else. What else can we do? We've got to do something because we've got that 1/4 inch gusset there. So we'll do a, what do you call it, horizontal, sort of a gatefold, or we could do another let's do another, what do you call them, waterfall. I am going to do a waterfall going that way. So like a 3 by 4. So let's measure this for closures. No. Mat. Okay, the mat is going to be 19.4 by 13.3. 13.3, that's my mat. Okay. Now my so for to accommodate a 3 by 4 photograph, or should we go 4 by 5? 4 by 5 is a bit too much, I think. 4 by 5. Oh no, you can do 5. So 5 inches. By no, we can't do 5s because you've got to have some room there. It's 5 1/4. Let me ponder this. I'll be back in a jiffy. You don't need to hear my my brain cogs going. Okay, my muddled brain has worked it out. For metric, we've got 10.5 by 12. Imperial, we have got 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 by 4 11/16. So I'll do some more. What's this measured? It does say I wanted 12 by 10.5. 4. I think we can probably do another one. There's 12. I've done 2 more. Now, which one is wrong? It looks like that one. So we'll double check the size on that one. 10.5. Yeah. By 12. Okay, with the 10.5 across the top, I am going to score it 1/2 inch. So I've got 6 pieces. I may not need them all. Just see how we go. And they're going that way. Okay, so let's get our mat happening and our tab. So I'm just grabbing a scrap piece and I will cut it to I'm going to cut it quite high. So let's pop this on, some glue on the outside of the flap and then glue it, centre it as best I can, centre it there. And then let's just put our magnet mark. Okay, 19.4. Where's all my new pieces? I did put 4 by... Where are they all? I don't know, I've got... Oh no, here we are. That's a bit short, so we're going to have to go with this one, 19.4 by 13.3, that's 3. I might use this whole thing. When you're using tape, be ultra careful, more careful than I just was. Because Because once that's down, that's it. That is it. There's no coming back from it. Right. Let's put the first one in. Just glue the outside of that flap and centre it the best I can. Just make sure it looks straight. I think that's straight. Oh, I sure hope it is. It's not straight at the top. Let me see what this will do. Put that one in. Yep, that's good. So, next one. Waterfalls are always a nice element. And once I've done this, I think I might take a break and we'll come back for another video. That's good. Oops. No. That's it. Nope. That's it. Whoops a daisy. No, it's not. Can be a bit tricky sometimes if your cutting's not accurate. I always worry about my cutting. a bit. You can take that off. Come on, we're going to trim. It's just a hair wrong. Looks like it. And one more, we could do more. There's plenty of room. Yeah, we could do more, I think. And also, I am going to make another score there. Yeah, let's have some more. Oh gosh, what's the measurement? 12 by 10.5. Page to make sure they're the right size before you glue them. Okay, that's enough, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. So, let's do the magnets first. Need to buy some more. Right. Tape. Actually, I don't think these are 6. No, these are 5.5 by 5 7/8 or something like that. They're not quite 6 inches. I don't think I was deceived. I think I just did not read. Oh, we got a little chip in there, a little bite out of that one. And I'm going to pop it down there a bit. Turn it that way. And let you find your matey there. Okay. I'm not pulling it tight, making sure this is straight up. And a little bit of bend, because these are raising up, so it's giving me a nice bend that I can use. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, that is a bit close, isn't it? Ooh. I didn't check that first, did I? No, I'm sure it'll be okay. Or will it? Should I move it up a bit? I think we probably should move that up just a little. And then we will work on this one. That one. Straight. Okay, no. What we need to do is add something to this that's not long enough. So, what I'm going to do is just fold it for a moment, and let's grab a Sugar Precious, or just Baby, or they're so cute. We've got that little a little cot. Let's have a little cot. Okay, I'm going to put this little cot onto some black, and I'm going to add it to here to give me a bit more length. Okay, but that's it for now. I'm hungry for a bit of lunch. Okay, I hope you'll come back for the next one. This was part 2, I believe. I hope you'll come back for part 3 and see me finishing this album. Okay, keep well and stay safe, and see you next time. Cheers, everyone.